Hello viewers, now let's solve this quadratic equation problem. Yes, I said it's a quadratic equation because yes, we have this is a word problem leading to quadratic equation. You know what problem is when we use mathematical concept to solve real world situation. Okay, so here we have the perimeter of a rectangle is 34 centimeters. Given that the diagonal is of length 13 centimeters and the width is x centimeters, derive the equation x squared negative 17x plus 60 equals to 0. Hence, find the dimensions of the rectangle. Find the dimensions of the rectangle. So in this case, we need to analyze, we need to analyze the problem using a rectangle. So let's say we have a rectangle, okay? Now the width of the rectangle is x, that is x centimeters. Now the diagonal, which is the line joining the two opposite points, okay, on the shape is 13. So we have the diagonal to be 13 centimeters. Now the other side, which is the length, is not given. So we can choose a letter from the alphabet, to represent the length of the word, of the rectangle. So we can say that let y equals to length of the rectangle. Let y equals to length of the rectangle. So this will be y centimeters. Okay. Now, looking at this shape, okay, we know that one of the features of a rectangle is that the angles at each corner, okay, the angles at each corner is what? A right angle, that is 90 degrees. So which means the angle at this corner will be 90 degrees, and this is why this triangle will be called a what? A right triangle. So this is a right triangle. So let me redraw the triangle. So we have a right triangle. We have a right triangle. Okay, so the longest side of the right triangle is 13 centimeters, and that is the side called the what? Diagonal in this case. Now the two legs of the right triangle, one is x centimeters. Now the other is also what? The other is labeled as y centimeters. Okay. Now, so in this case, we are going to set up an equation, okay, connecting x, y, and this value. Okay, that is the hypotenuse, the adjacent, and the opposite, using what? The Pythagoras rule. Okay, yeah, using the Pythagoras rule. So we're going to say using Pythagoras rule. Using Pythagoras rule, then we have the hypotenuse square to be equals to adjacent square plus opposite square. The hypotenuse is 13, so we have 13 square equals to the adjacent, which is y square, then plus x square. So this will be 169, which is 13 square, equals to x square plus y square. So we can say that x square plus y square equals to 169, and that is equation 1. That's equation 1. Okay. So, okay, yeah, we're also given here that the perimeter of the rectangle is 34. So let's say we are giving the perimeter, okay, perimeter P is 34 centimeters. Okay. Now, and we know that the formula for perimeter in this case will be 2 into x plus y, because the length is y and the width is what? Is x. So that means we're going to write 34 equals to 2 into x plus y. So now let's divide both sides. Let's divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. That will be 34 divided by 2. Now 2 into x plus y divided by 2. So that x plus y will be equals to 17. Yep. 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 So that will be 17. Now, don't forget that this is important because the first question, okay, the first thing we need to find out is this equation. Now we want to derive this equation, x squared negative 17x plus 60 equals to 0. So what I will do is I'm going to express y in terms of x from here. So I'll rewrite this equation. I'll rewrite the equation x plus y equals 17 as what? Y equals to 17 minus x. Okay, that's 17 minus x. So this time we're going to use what we call substitution method. So I'm going to substitute, okay, I'm going to substitute for y in equation 1. Okay, we have equation 1 here. I'll substitute for y in equation 1. And equation 1 is x squared plus y squared equals to 169. So the y is, so we have x squared plus 17 minus x raised to the power of 2, then 169 equals to 169. So we can expand the square of 17 negative x. So this will be x squared plus 17 square, okay, 17 square. That will be 289. Yeah, this will be negative 34x plus x squared equals to 169. Now let's combine like terms. This will be 2x squared. Then we have negative 34x plus 289 negative 169 equals to 0. Okay, so that this will be 2x squared negative 34x 289 minus 169. 289 minus 169, that will be 120. Yeah, that's 120. So again, we can also divide both sides by 2. In this case, let's divide both sides by 2. So which means when we divide this by 2, okay, this is reduced to x squared minus 17x, yeah, plus 60 equals to 0. And this is the equation, okay, required. That is, derive the equation x squared minus 17x plus 60 equals to 0. And that is the equation required. Okay, so now, hence, find the dimensions of the rectangle. So which means we need to find the value of x and also the value of y. Remember, y is the length, then x is the what? Is the width. Okay, so which means we need to solve this equation. Okay, to find the dimensions. To find the dimensions, okay, then we solve the equation. We solve the equation x squared minus 17x, okay, plus 60 equals to 0. Okay, now let's find out factors of 60. Okay, that will give us negative 17. Factors of 60, that will give us negative 17. Okay, that will be 12 times 5, that's 60. So which means x squared negative 12x, okay, negative 5x plus 60 is equals to 0. Yeah, so we can factorize this to be, so we have x squared, okay, minus 12x minus 5 plus 60 equals to 0. So by factorization, we have x into x minus 12, negative 5 into x minus 12 equals to 0. So that x negative 5 and then x negative 12 is equals to 0. Is equals to 0. So yes, we have x negative 5 or x minus 12 equals to 0. So that x will be equals to 5 or x equals to 12. X equals to 12. Now, to be able to calculate the value of y, because y is the length of the rectangle. So to calculate the value of y, so here we have, so to calculate the value of y, okay, now we have y to be equals to 17 negative x, okay. So when x is equals to 5, so y will be equals to 17 minus 5, so that y will be equals to 12, okay. Now, when x is equals to 12, okay, when x is equals to 12, y will be 17 minus 12. Then y will be equals to 5. Now, we are going to disregard this, okay? We are going to disregard this since width cannot be greater than length. So, and you know, like I said, y is the length of the rectangle. So the length of the rectangle, the length of the rectangle, the length of the rectangle is equals to, you know, 12 centimeters. So this is correct. Okay, this is a valid answer. Then the width of the rectangle, the width of the rectangle will be 5 centimeters. So like I said, disregard the what? The value of y, which is equals to 5. That is because you know the width cannot be greater than the length. That's not possible. So the length is longer than the width. Okay, so in this case, so the dimensions of the rectangle will be the length, which is 12 centimeter, then the width, which is what? 5 centimeters. The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding. Bye bye.